Good morning. Just like some of my colleagues yesterday, I am here today to speak in support of Councilmember Ben Hueso for Council President. I'm obviously here on behalf of my 124 unions who voted unanimously to express their support for Ben Hueso to become the Council President. And I'd like to tell you why. It's not because we don't have a lot of friendly faces on this council. We absolutely do, probably more than I can think of in recent history. But Ben's commitment to people who work for a living is absolutely beyond reproach. The working families of San Diego have waited a very long time to have a city leader who not only understands their values, but who lived them. We have this in Ben Hueso. It is a council member who is absolutely committed to livable wages, health care for everybody, and environmental justice. And it's with great pride that we're able to support someone like Ben Hueso for Council President and to have leadership that we can look up to and know that he will always stand for our values. You know, it's amazing that somebody like Councilmember Hueso could be supported by labor, but also by people in the business community and people in the environmental community, as you heard yesterday, folks like Diane Tekvorian and Bruce Resnick, as well as our Port Commissioner Steve Cushman, because he's able to bring people together and do what's right. I've had the personal opportunity to work closely with Mr. Hueso as his alternate to the California Coastal Commission. And on a personal note, I can say I have not met somebody so highly intelligent and highly committed to doing what's right on environmental issues that affect not only those of us who are lucky enough to live along the coast, but those who just frequent it maybe on the weekend or when they can get away. He's been committed to environmental justice, coastal access for everybody, and water quality. He's been honest and committed to doing what's right every single time. I respectfully request on the behalf of our 120,000 members that you support Ben Hueso for Council President. Thank you.
First of all, I don't know who's a candidate, number one. And number two, I don't know exactly what these individuals will say. I would say this: if you want to speak as a candidate, as a person who would like to be selected as a council president, I suggest that you get on the lights.
I put my name out in nomination. And again, with the outpouring from the public, I guarantee you that you will be well served if I am granted the honor of serving as this city's next city council president.
I served San Diego through my business, a transportation business that required an absolute intricate knowledge of the city. And I'm very, very confident that I can both serve as a council president and on the Coastal Commission and on any other role if it really is important to me. But I will continue to vote for what I believe in. And I do believe for quality jobs for San Diego. So I accept this very humbly, and I just want to let everyone know that I will work with everyone on this council to make sure they move forward the things that are very important to them. So thank you very much.
Mr. Goldstein, did you want to comment on that?
Yes, that is a typical way that it is done. It can be done either way. You're not bound by it, but you would go Councilmember Leitner. Who do you vote for? You announce it. The clerk would at the end of that tally the votes, and that is the normal way. I believe that's what Councilmember Leitner discussed, and also what most legislative bodies do.
We know who's running for council president. It's no big secret. And there's been a lot of jockeying and a lot of politicking going on. And I felt it is very important that the public heard from the candidates themselves, because we've been hearing from the candidates for 4, 5, sometimes 6 months. You deserve to hear from these candidates because it's your city council. So concluding my remarks, I will make a motion that we not go and ask each individual council member who they would vote for singularly, but that we adopt a council president for a 2-year period and elect both of you, with one of you serving in year 1 and one of you serving in year 2, because it's a 2-year council term. And that the person who wins the coin toss gets council president in year 1 and the other gets it in year 2. And here's why. Because I think both of you would make exceptional council presidents. I really do. I think both of you would make exceptional council presidents, and that's my motion.
Jan, did you see a coin toss anywhere in the...
It's not a coin toss, but that's...
The question for the
thought
city
I would,
attorney?
Explain that to the council members so
okay,
that you know
thank you.
essentially what you were voting for.
A question for the city attorney. Would it not be correct that with 6 votes, you could have a council president elected for a term of 1 year and then an additional term of another year for another individual with 6 votes, according to our rules, that at any time that provision could be overruled by 6 votes of the city council?
Yes. Yes. It's your rules and you can change them.
I believe that Councilmember Hueso can work well together with a wide variety of groups and organizations. And I believe that the next council president has to be able to do that, because there will be issues that whoever the council president is may agree or may disagree with, but it's important for the council's voice to be heard, every single person in every single council district. And I think that that is very important to move forward. I think they are 2 very good candidates, but I will be supporting Mr. Hueso.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. I want to explain why I'm supporting Ben Hueso to be our next president. And it's in large part personal. At a time when many people were writing our campaign off, when we were being overspent 2 to 1, Ben turned out in his walking shoes, and he worked the phones, and he knocked on doors, and he helped us in many ways. And during that time, I came to recognize that he shares the same vision that I have for this great city, that has to do with open government and accountability, our environment, our water supply, public safety, the budget process, and a vision for creating good middle-class jobs in this community and growing the economy to get us out of the mess we're in. And so, for personal reasons, for these reasons of vision, I am going to be voting for Ben Hueso. Thank you.
Since I was elected, and even before I was elected, there were rumors going around about who was going to be a council president. I think Carl is very correct in saying that, yes, we knew who all the candidates were. Yes, we've gotten intense pressure. Yes, it's unacceptable. It should be decided here. I do not mind talking to anyone forthrightly about this issue, but I want it to be done without veiled threats as to what my committee appointments will be, how I'm going to be treated as a new member of the council. I will be supporting Donna for council president. That is because of my experience walking my neighborhoods and communities. There is very strong support for Donna in the communities. They recognize a kindred spirit. Thank you. Councilmember Donna Fry.
Councilmember Hueso.
Faulkner.
Councilmember Hueso.
Councilmember Hueso.
Mr. Gloria.
Councilmember Hueso.
Mr. DeMaio.
Councilmember Hueso.
Councilmember Fry.
Ms. Fry. Councilmember Fry. Ms. Emerald.
Councilmember Hueso.
Mr. Hueso.
Councilmember Hueso?
I've already said publicly that I will be supporting Mr. Hueso. And Mr. Hueso wins this election 6-2.